Hi, we're the Basketball Boys broadcasting from LA. And thank you. And today we will be talking about who our takes are for all the awards in the NBA this season.
Our way too early takes.
Okay.
Would you like to start?
Yeah, no, you start. So
Okay.
Today we'll start with MVP, the biggest one.
Most valuable player. So who I'm going with this season? I think it's pretty obvious to me. I think I'm going with Nikola Jokic. Just won a championship. He's going to have another great season. You just can't guard him. I mean, how do you stop him? You guard him. He dishes it out to the corner for a three. He dishes that to a backdoor cut. He posts up. I mean, he's unstoppable. He's the most dominant since Shaq. He's going to take his team to a deep run in the playoffs again, and he's the MVP. Lucas?
Okay, well, I think Jokic, because he just coming off a championship, is going to be a little relaxed. So I think Giannis will be able to take that MVP this year. I think Giannis last year, they got booted in the second round, which is very rare for them. So I think he'll have in the first round. So I think he'll have a great comeback season, and he'll have that drive to have what it takes and make it all the way to the finals and have an amazing season and carry the Bucks to one of the best records and to be one of the best teams in the NBA.
All right, so here we go for our Defensive Player of the Year, the best defender in the league. To me, this is also obvious. I think a very underrated player and defender, Jrue Holiday. We've had many NBA players say how he's the toughest player to go against. He's just a great defender. He can guard all 5 possessions. He guards the perimeter. He can guard big guys, and he's my pick.
And I think Jrue Holiday is a good pick, but I think a better pick is Walker Kessler.
It seems like we're going to take a break for a minute, and we're going to have a couple questions. We're going to go with him.
Hello, so I am calling from Dallas, Texas, and I have a question. If you think Nikola Jokic is going to win MVP, how far do you think he's going to make it in the playoffs?
I'm going to say he's towards a deep. I think he's going to make a deep run in the playoffs again. I think he has the chance to make the finals, but second round and Western Conference Finals are very possible for him.
Personally, I think he's going to lose in the Western Conference Finals to the Clippers. So that is my take. Okay.
So here we go.
Moving on, we have the most improved player. And who else? You want to go first for this one?
Yeah, I think this is another obvious take for me. Or not obvious, but in my opinion, it's obvious. I think Mikal Bridges is going to be by far the most improved player. We saw big glimpses of it when he joined the Nets in the middle of the season last season, dropping 40 pieces, 30 pieces, and he's the star player on the Nets next season. He's their go-to guy, and he's going to be a bucket and improve.
Okay, and we have Warrior Shirt with a question. What would you like to answer?
Do you think this will be LeBron's last season?
I think this will definitely not be LeBron's last season because I think he wants to continue and try to play with one of his sons if Bronny does end up playing more basketball since that cardiac arrest.
Yeah, I think he's definitely not his last season. He might start regressing after next season, but that's nowhere close to being his last season. Okay, so here we got for next.
Okay, so next award, we have Rookie of the Year. And for Rookie of the Year, I'll go first on this one. I think the obvious answer is Victor Wembanyama. But I think the Hornets will have a little bit of a comeback season, and Brandon Miller will win the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, so for my prediction and the last prediction of our show, I'm going to go with Scoot Henderson. I think he's a little underrated considering we've got Wembanyama in the draft. He's overlooked right now, and he's a great defender. He's got the size to play in the league. Him and most likely Damian Lillard on the Blazers next season are going to make a great backcourt. He's going to win Rookie of the Year.
Okay, and thank you for listening to the Broadcasting Boys, and that'll be it for today.